everyone. Welcome to our announcement for the 2022 Wilmington Grand Prix. After a 2-year hiatus due to COVID, we are thrilled to be back. This is our 14th Grand Prix and the 13th year that we've been on the USA Cycling's national race calendar. This year's event is set for May 13th through 15th. The Grand Prix is considered one of the premier races on the East Coast. And our criterium style course is also considered one of the most challenging in the United States. But the Grand Prix is much more than a bike race. It's a pep rally for our city, and it's a pep rally in which everyone is invited. And by everyone, I mean the homeless men from the Ministry of Caring who we pay to help us build and break down our course. I mean the kids and adults from our neighborhoods who will take place in the inaugural Major Taylor Community Ride. Leaders of the Black cycling clubs from throughout the region who are coming into town to help lead that Major Taylor Community Ride. The more than 250 volunteers who help us pull off the event. And for those interested in volunteering, we encourage them to sign up at wilmgrandprix.com. Our nonprofit partners, such as the Urban Bike Project, Keep Delaware Beautiful, the Greater Wilmington Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Delaware Tourism Office, Downtown Visions, YMCA of Delaware, and the Grand, and racers from around the world and recreational cyclists from Canada to California. Yes, by everyone, I do mean everyone, because this is a free event. So all you need to do is come downtown to be part of it. The Grand Prix brings business to our city, it showcases our community, and it celebrates the inclusiveness and spirit of bicycling. But don't take my word for it. I encourage you to come down and see for yourself. Of course, an event of this scale cannot happen without sponsorship, and we've been blessed to have corporate partners who are second to none. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Connie Montana, the Senior Vice President of Community Relations for Bank of America. Bank of America has been our presenting sponsor since we began the event in 2007. Connie?
Thanks, Jerry, and good morning, everyone. It's a terrific day here in Wilmington. We are honored to celebrate the Wilmington Grand Prix's return after a 2-year hiatus, and we've been proud to be the presenting sponsor, as Jerry said, since the event started for the 14th consecutive year. Supporting this event is important to us because we believe in the long-term stability of the communities where we live and work, and we're proud to be here in the city of Wilmington. This marquee event, the Wilmington Grand Prix, has in the past brought 1,000 racers from international spaces to Wilmington. In 2019, there were 10,000 spectators here, right on Market Street in the city of Wilmington. And we're just blessed to be one of the partners who are part of this great event. Congratulations to Julie and Jerry, who do a terrific job of pulling all of this together. And for Bank of America, whether it's affordable housing, basic needs, financial education, health equity, or supporting our small businesses here in downtown Wilmington, we're here to be a partner with you, and we all believe in one goal, and that is the long-term stability and strength of Wilmington. We look forward to the showcase of our city, and knowing that it's a great place not just to work, but to experience, and we look forward to seeing you all at the events in May. Thank you.
Thank you, Connie. At this time, I'd like to bring up our race director, who we first met in 2007 when she came as a competitor and actually won the race. I think Laura Van Gilder went on to win the race a couple of more times. And so she was so good on the streets of Wilmington that we decided to bring her as race director. So one of the winningest female cyclists in USA cycling history, our race director, Laura Van Gilder.
Good morning, and thank you so much. It's great to be here. Just driving down from the Poconos, the excitement began to stir, and I'm excited to be back directing this race again for, I think, the 4th consecutive year, and to be here again. What I've seen and what I appreciate most about attending this race is seeing the Wilmington community really get behind and support this race. From its inception, people came out to see what was happening downtown. And those were people who lived in this community. And then suddenly the people who were working here during the week came back downtown on Friday night to celebrate with us on Monkey Hill, have picnics and parties and cheer us on. And then it blossomed into the Saturday Criterion, a fast-paced, action-packed event. Again, the community supporting with the Governor's Ride as it was held downtown. So the community sport has been, the community aspect of this event has really been the foundation of this, the success of the event, and as a result we've seen the downtown businesses prosper. This is no longer just a working community coming out to see the event, but it's a weekend event and it's a destination area. And I'm so excited to see it return again this year.
Thank you, Laura. I'd like to bring up another critical partner to this event, Don Mell, Delaware site leader for JP Morgan Chase. JP Morgan Chase will be our sponsor for the Friday time trial that Laura alluded to, and then the Governor's Ride and Grand Fondo on Sunday. Don?
Thanks, Jerry. All of us at JP Morgan Chase are extremely proud to be part of this event. It's one of the greatest events that we participate in this city. And Mayor, I will tell you that we're excited, more excited, because not only has there been a 2-year hiatus and we're back in business, but most of us are back in the office right down the street, which is a great thing. As Jerry mentioned, the great thing about this ride is it brings every element of the community together, and I think that's very important. And I right down from the community to our corporate partners and competitors, who all get together for a great competition. I, as a cycler, love the Sunday rides, the Grand Fondo and the Governor's Ride. It's one of the most unique rides you can have around here. You go through Hagley and Winter Tour. It's a beautiful ride. And again, I think that the great thing about this also, Jerry, is you brought together dozens of organizations and companies for one purpose. And this is one of the things that makes Wilmington and Delaware a special place to live. So thank you very much, and I look forward to getting on my bike on Sunday, not Saturday, because I'm not competing.
Thank you, Don. Well, yeah, Don's correct. Wilmington Grand Prix really is a spirit of cooperation, and as I mentioned in the opening notes, it's a pep rally for our city. And when you have a mayor like Wilmington does, it's pretty easy to be motivated to try to pull, your part of the weight and do things to bring attention. So at this point in time, a great inspiration for us who do business in this city and try to do things to bring attention to our city, our mayor, Mike Purzycki.
Thank you, Jerry. That was very kind. I want to record your earlier comments. That was like a commercial we could record and run for everybody. And Connie, outstanding job. I must confess that I feel like such a snowflake because everybody else came up here with very little on. I went down to the car to put my coat on because it was so chilly out here. This is marvelous for those of us who care so deeply about our city, to see this resurgence of activity. And I don't know that there are too many events that we have here that have more energy in them than our Grand Prix. I was out to dinner a couple of nights ago with friends, and Market Street was just ripping. It was just roaring, and it was so exciting to see the city come back, our country come back, our whole society come back. But we're very grateful. I'm grateful to my partners, B of A and JP Morgan. Laura, you inspire us. I'm not going to get on a bike. At my age, you don't bend, you break, so I'm probably not going to do that. But I'll be there cheering everybody on. And we're so happy, we're so grateful for this the great commitment of our corporate community to our city. We can't be the city we want to be without you. So my best to all of you, and look forward to however you kick off a bike race.
At this point, I would like to bring up Julie Wenger, who's a partner in producing this event with our company Event Allies. Julie's going to go over the timeline of the weekend. It is a 3 days that is full of activity. Julie?
Thank you, Jerry. Good morning. It is so wonderful to be here this morning to talk about the Wilmington Grand Prix. I'd like to offer the details about the timing and the weekend's festivities. We begin on Friday, May 13th, with the famous Monkey Hill Time Trial. The event begins at 5 p.m. and runs until 8 p.m. This is the course that was made famous by the Tour de Pont. We will have one racer at a time try and beat the clock with a crazy climb up Monkey Hill to get to the finish line. New this year will be the Commuter Challenge, a fundraiser for Urban Bike Project. The first 10 riders of the night will complete the course on an accessory-heavy commuter bike. Friday night will also feature food trucks, live music, a beer garden sponsored by Standard, and plenty of costumed and colorful antics by fans cheering racers up the cobbles. Saturday is the U.S. Cycling sanctioned Wilmington Grand Prix. This year, to kick off the day, we are starting with the Major Taylor Community Ride. For those of you unfamiliar with Major Taylor, he was an American bicycle racer and one of the country's first black international sports champions. He was the world cycling champion in 1899. He was also the American sprint champion in the 1900s, and he set numerous track cycling records. Major Taylor overcame racism, unscrupulous competitors, and long odds to set world records in bicycle racing. Today, there are numerous Major Taylor cycling clubs around the country. They are formed to promote perseverance and unity. We have worked directly with the Major Taylor Capital City Cyclist Club, and Beth Scott and Herb Broadwater from the club are here today with us. We've extended an invitation to all Major Taylor clubs in the Mid-Atlantic to participate on May 14th. The Major Taylor Community Ride is a free community ride at 11:15 on the Grand Prix course. All are welcome to participate. You just need a helmet and a bike. There's absolutely no experience necessary, and working with the City Parks Department and doing a lot of community outreach to invite children, families, retirees, employees, and our downtown companies to participate with a free family festival. In addition, Michael Kranish, a Washington Post columnist who wrote the book, The World's Fastest Man, will be here to start the ride and then do a meet and greet in front of the Grand Opera House. Speaking of the Grand Opera House, Mark Fields and some folks from the Grand are here with us today, and we're thrilled that since day one, the Grand Opera House has been our home base. Again this year, our VIP reception will be in the Sarah B. Salon, and our racer registration and volunteer headquarters will also be in the Baby Grand. New this year will be an expanded programming with the Grand. They are offering free family show in the Baby Grand. The Bubble Trouble show will be taking place right after the Major Taylor Community Ride. We believe we'll have a huge crowd this year participating in our Major Taylor Community Ride, so our action this year will start with the Women's Pro Race at 12:05, and then will be followed by the Men's Pro Race and the Randy Inglis Memorial Race, and then we'll conclude with the Men's Amateur 4-5 race. The day will finish by 5 p.m. The street festival, course cafes, and family activities all begin at 11 and run the duration of the day until 5. Sundays, the Governor's Ride, Medio Fondo, and Grand Fondo, all beginning at 8 a.m. with a mass start in front of the Delaware Art Museum. These rides are a perfect showcase of our state. Whether you want to ride 15, 32, or 64 miles, there's a ride for all ability levels. The Grand Fondo is a challenging, hill-laden ride that will pass through Winter, Hagley, Rockford Park, Woodside Creamery, Smithbridge Covered Bridge, Auburn Heights, and Ashland Nature Center. The day concludes with a buffet lunch at the Delaware Art Museum hosted by Toscana Catering. The weekend promises to offer residents, racers, and riders a bit of excitement, and we welcome everyone to find a way to participate. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We will provide photographs, video, any additional facts and figures that you need for your coverage. We appreciate you coming. We hope to see you in a month.